There's no secret about it. Elon Musk, first he said he wanted to buy like 26% of Tesla in a kind of a takeover. Then he said he wanted to buy 20% of Tesla to become a board member. Y'all remember that? Everybody read the headlines behind that. Then he turned around and backed away and said, no, I don't want to be on a part of the board. Then he turned around and said, you know what? How about just buy me the whole let me buy the whole company for $43 billion. So we already know that news, but this is my argument. I always said it. Tesla should buy Uber. I already made this episode before about why Tesla should buy Uber. But in this episode, we're going to go through the SEC filing. That's the Securities and Exchange Commission filing. What Elon Musk said. Also, you can learn a lot about how companies take over other companies and all of the good stuff like that, and why he should say yes and buy Uber, even though I know it's going to be a pretty expensive transaction, but I know there's ways to be able to make it happen. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, you know what time it is. Go ahead and make sure hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit that like, comment, and share button. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, you are now tuned into the Investor Show. As always, this is your gracious host, the Prince of Investing, Prince Dykes, coming to you guys and girls live all the way from the beautiful city and state of Denver, Colorado. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share button. And as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely know you guys and girls don't have a lot of time, so we are going to do what? Jump straight into it. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about Elon Musk. Elon, don't mess with Twitter. Man, get Uber. It's perfect for Tesla, and I'm going to tell you why. But before we get into that, let's first get into what he wanted to do with Twitter with his own filing with the SEC. We're not going to go by what somebody said, what we heard. We're going to go what he filed with the SEC. So let's go into it. Let's see what we got here. So I'm on sec.gov. I think this is a form, probably a form 8K. It's like an announcement of what you want to do or whatever the case may be. So let's take a look. Let's take a look here. All right. I should have worn my glasses today, but we're going to make it happen. On April 13th, 2022, the reporting person delivered a letter. He delivered a letter which consisted of a non-binding proposal. He made a proposal to acquire all of the outstanding common stock of the issuer, not owned by the reporting person, all each consideration with the common stock of $54.50. So pretty much he wanted to buy the stock for Twitter stock for $54.20. Say, hey, I buy all the stock for $54.20. And I think they did the math. They said it came out to be about $43 billion. The represents I'm sorry about that. This represents 54% premium over the closing cost of the common stock as of January 28th, 2022, the trading day before the reporting person began investing in the issuer. So it's saying that Elon started investing into this company back in January, right? And now here we are in April. He's saying, hey, let me buy the entire company. So let's look at this a little bit further. The trading day before the reporting person began investing in the issuer and a 38% premium over the closing cost of the common stock as of April 1st, and the trading day before the reporting person investment to the issuer was a public announcement, right? So they're kind of giving the prices saying, hey, before it became a public announcement, he's paying a 38% premium before he gave the announcement, and he wants to buy all of the stock. Hey, I make you an offer. I buy all of the common stock out there for $54.20. Let's see what Twitter stock costs today. So this is a $43 billion venture if he would have purchased that. But since then, we all know that he kind of backed away from it. So let's look at Twitter stock today. Closing price today, $48. And $48 and how much cent this was? And 45 cents is what it closed at today. So let's look at year to date. Right here, you saw this big, huge spike on April 1st that they just talked about by the issuer coming in. Then on April 13th, when this information was kind of broadcasted, you saw the stock go from $45 and then shot up to $48. So this stock hasn't been at $54. So he's saying, hey, I'm just willing to give it to you for just give me the stock for $54 and let me just buy the whole company. $43 billion. So let's look at the market cap. We look at the market cap here for Twitter as of today is $46 billion, right? No, I'm sorry. That's the $37 billion. I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong one. I looked at the opening price. So the market cap today is $37 billion. He was willing to buy for $43 billion, which is fine, which is cool. However he wanted to do it, right? And they're also talking about breaking down and doing some other things too. So let's take a look at it. Here we go. Right? Now let's take a look at Uber stock. Let's see what their market cap is. It's way higher. I know that. I know people are going to say that, but we're going to talk about why. The market cap is 40. Is that 40? I'm sorry, $62 billion is the market cap of the company, right? So, dear Mr. Elon Musk, it's your money. You can do what you want to. You got all the power and the money in the world to do whatever you want to, as you are putting rockets on the moon and putting satellites into orbit and whatever you're doing out there in SpaceX world, which is very commendable. Round of applause for Mr. Elon Musk. And also for what you're doing out there in the Ukraine and Russia situation, going out there putting, helping out with the Ukraine-Russia situation too. Shouts out to Elon Musk on that. Definitely like to see people do that. But Mr. Elon, I wish I had a sound effect to kind of talk you through this. But right here, I see Uber. Uber's at 62 billion, right? Let's look at Tesla's. 62 billion is the market cap. Let's look at Tesla's market cap, right? So I think Tesla, they're up in 100 or something like that, I think, right? Yeah, they're in a trillion. Yeah, 1 trillion. 100, not 100 billion, but they're at $1 trillion. $1 trillion market cap is what Tesla is at. Not saying they got $1 trillion in the bank, but then they have Uber. Why do I say this to Uber? Of course, everybody wants to call me right now. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm sorry for being a little ghetto. Hey, let me give you a call right back. All right. Okay, cool. So right there, right? He can take this whole thing. That was a call I've been waiting on for a while too. So I need to grab that call. But right here, Tesla is worth $1 trillion. Market cap on Uber is only 62 billion. Now, Prince, why do you say that this is so crazy? Uber is this, and I know what people are going to say, but this is why. Everybody know that Elon Musk and Tesla is on a race to self-driving vehicles, right? What is that? Autonomous driving or whatever they want to call it. Self-driving vehicles. You got Google that's in the place. You got Tesla's in the place, and you got Apple's coming along where they're going about using self-driving vehicles. So imagine, right? I brought this up on previous episodes where I said why Tesla should go ahead and buy Uber. People said, no, that's just stupid. They can create their own. The reason why I brought this up is because Tesla has enough money to go out and create their own Twitter. Why didn't Tesla create its own Twitter? Tesla got billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. They can create their own social media platform and be able to talk and do whatever they want to do. Now, behind the scenes, what I believe this is happening, I believe this is opening up the playing field for Mr. Trump. I think it's a chess move. It's a chess move that I think they're doing for Mr. Trump. And I think they're doing this to once Elon Musk gets it and takes it private, then I think he'll turn around and Trump is going to reappear on Twitter. Y'all know Trump got President Trump got banned from all of he got banned from all of social media. So with that being said, I think that this is putting him in a good position to be able to bring President Trump back. That's just my own opinion, But anyway, I look at this and say that Elon Musk and Tesla has shown you that, hey, yes, even though we have billions and billions and billions and hundreds of billions of dollars at our disposal, why do we want to reinvent the wheel? They're not willing to reinvent the wheel, create their own social media. So why in the world would they try to go create their own Uber when they can just buy Uber, right? So the thing about it is this is a great buyout for them because what they're doing is self-driving vehicles. Can you imagine that? A self-driving vehicle? Because right now, what is Uber struggling with? Uber is struggling with, hey, gas prices are going up. Inflation is going up. Gas prices are going up. So workers want to make more money. And the price of gas is going up. And the price of Uber to pick you up and drop you off and bring you food is becoming more expensive. I mean, one time on Uber Eats, I was about to order something. And then I got to the end to the checkout and I saw the price tag. I'm like, I think I can go pick it up. Right. And I know a lot of people are doing that. So the price point with gas going up and workers wanting more money is outpacing the demand for the service. So imagine if somebody like Tesla came along and said, hey, you know what? We don't even need drivers no more. I'm not saying that's the best thing in the world. We're going to X out oil because we don't need oil because we got electric vehicles. Plus, we don't need drivers because we got our own technology for self-driving cars. So we have self-driving cars that are electric that can be way smaller. They could be like almost like little carts that go around, start in large metropolitan areas like San Francisco, LA, New York, Chicago. Almost because you know what Uber just did? They just did that big deal with the yellow cabs. Shouts out to Uber for that. So now imagine if you went to go call an Uber and your little cart showed up and the cart knew where you was going and the cart took you there, right? Took you there, you got out and you went on by your business. So imagine if Tesla and Uber merged or brought out or whatever the hell they want to, how the heck ever they want to do it. And what would that mean for the entire investment world, right? How much value would that bring over time to, hey, have self-driving electronic vehicles take people around the world? We're getting closer and closer to the sci-fi movies we used to watch when I was a kid back in the 80s and the 90s when people had flying cars and self-driving cars, all that stuff like that. But I think that's an awesome idea to go ahead and why Uber is in a rut of trying to figure things out. They are the king of the space. They are delivering food. Think about it. If you ordered your pizza and an electronic vehicle showed up, a self-driving electronic vehicle showed up and said, hey, here's your pizza. And you went into the cart, you grab your pizza and you went on by your business. Imagine that. How much money now the cost of the Uber service will go down because you don't need drivers for one. Two, you don't need oil. Oil is gone. So you don't have to worry about the rising prices of gas and you're getting rid of manpower of people having to drive around and do it all day. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this as well. Let me see what y'all say in the comments box while I roll up out of here. R. Zach said, okay, what's going on, R. Zach? Thank you for tuning in. That's my guy, Al. He always in the building. What's up, Al? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in, brother. Also, we got what's going on, Ms. Freeman? Let's Sip and Talk says the Prince of Investment. Let's go. Yeah, so that's my thank you for tuning in over there on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. Thank y'all for tuning in. The people who's been catching live and in playback. Let me know what y'all think. I'm saying say no to Twitter, which he's already done, but say yes to Uber. We already know if you didn't want to recreate a social media platform, I know you don't want to recreate a not a self-driving, but the software and the fan base that Uber has garnished over the years. All right. I think it'd be a great match. Or Google, you could jump in there and get it too. Google, you could jump in there and get it. Tesla, you're right there at the door. And Apple's looking at making an Apple car. Think about it. You can put those self-driving electronic vehicles on Uber's platform. Get rid of gas prices and drivers. That's going to take the price of the services, or could take the price of the services down. All right. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Well, until the next video, podcast, cartoon, or whatever else y'all see me doing crazy around this globe, I'm going to be back. I know I've been gone for a little while, but I've been out moving and grooving. And if you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the good stuff like that, getting to know a lot of people in the Denver area, private equity people, venture capital companies, all those type of things like that. Out here moving and shaking a little bit or trying to do something, or shimmying, however you want to call it. But anyway, I thank y'all for tuning in. And to the next video, podcast, cartoon, book, or whatever else crazy you see me doing around the globe, you already know. My name is Prince Dykes. Peace, be safe. I'm out, and thank you.